Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. We're here with the Ultimate Racing League for the Sunday Championship, and this is round 7. So we have travelled from travelled from round 6, which was in Bathurst. So now we're at round 7, which we have now travelled all the way to Italy, to the Monza circuit, which is... It is 6.3 miles long, 11 corners. The longest straight is 938 meters. There's an elevation difference of 13.5 meters, and that's about it. So so obviously this is another endurance race for you guys. It is a 50-minute race. It's converted into laps, so it's basically 24. They obviously have to use all 3 tyres for a minimum of 3 laps per tyre, and they are all still in the 4C. Alfa Romeo, which has been a good little car for the season. They've had some great races. So anyway, let's get on with the grid. Went out and did their 10-minute quali. Mini on pole, Nudie second, Ginger third, Aid 4th, Pablo 5th, Keyboard 6th, DB 7th, Carlsberg 8th, Fazzy 9th. Now, unfortunately, there's only 9 people on track today because the other people lost their passports in Australia and were unable to catch flight for this. Unable to catch the flight for this race. Hopefully, they will be back for round 8, but more points for everyone else. Anyway, let's get this race on the way and see how they do. Okay, Mini takes them down towards the start, waiting for the lights to go out, and they are all out as they all go full throttle down towards the first chicane, which can be a little bit tricky with this chicane when it's where it is trying to get through it. And hopefully everyone can get around it. The 9 can get around it quite easily, and they did. Mini definitely got out of that first corner a bit better than that first chicane, better than Ginger, because he's already pulled out a little bit ahead. So anyway, let's have a look at their tyres quickly. So Mini's on softs, Ginger's on mediums, Nudie's on hards, Aid's on hards, Junior's on mediums, Keyboard's on hards, DB is on hards, Fazzy's on softs, and Carlsberg on softs. So it's a mixture here. Some are on the medium, some are on the hards, and some are on the softs. This is going to be very interesting to see if the soft people on the softs will make them last. So anyway, we're going. Mini has got that lead, and he has got a little bit of a gap to Ginge, who picked up the first penalty of the race of half a second, so that will allow Nudie to retake that second position from him. But he's got a very feisty Pablo trying to get past as they're side by side, so they both go past Ginger at the same time, side by side, coming down towards this turn 11. Who's going to have it at the moment? Nudie does. He has the inside line, so he's made to keep it. So Pablo's going to have to come back and try again. And let's go behind. You've got Ginge there. He's lost a couple positions because of that penalty, so he's only dropped down to 4th. But he's got competition from Keyboard and Aid looking to try and get past him. So they got through okay, although they've closed that gap back up on Nudie, with Nudie Ginge, Keyboard there. They're all bowing for that third position. And it looks like Fuzzy's had an off. Let's see what's happened to Fuzzy. Oh no, he did his his penalty thing they had to do, I think, if I remember rightly. Anyway, we're only on lap 2. Lots of laps to go. With Mini leading. Pablo there in 9th, in 2nd now. So he's got past Nudie. And Ginger's there in 4th still, with Keyboard chasing him down, and Aids chasing Keyboard down, with DB there in 7th, Coldberg there in 8th. And Fuzzy there obviously well, but he's been in the pit, so he will close back up to him gradually. But as it stands, Mini is running away with it, but things can change. There are plenty of laps to go. And I'm running out of things to say because there's only 9 people on the track, so it makes it a little bit more tricky. But I should be able to get more majority of the action. But Mini can see Pablo just down the road from him. With Pablo there in 2nd, Nudie there in 3rd, Aid there in 4th. You got Coldberg right behind Aid, looking for a way past, and Coldberg is on the softs at the moment, whereas Aid's on the hards. So Coldberg does have the advantage here. Well, Aid has the advantage on the inside, but Coldberg has is on the soft tyres, so that will give him more grip. But unable to get past at the moment. But Coldberg's got DB right behind him, so is Keyboard right there as well. And Ginger's dropped down to 8th position now, as they all lorry through these few corners. And hello to my viewers, because I see a couple of people watching at the moment. Very Keyboards looks like he's trying to make a move on Coldberg here, trying to get up to 5th position. No, he's decided to pull back. Oh, Coldberg went out a bit wide there, hit the sand, so that's allowed Keyboard to get up to 5th position. Looked like they were all over. Looked like they were all over the place there, but there's no casualties there, thankfully. But DB is now making his move on Coldberg as well. So the hard runners have started to go into the pits now. So Nudie, Aid, Keyboard, DB are all in the pits now to get rid of their hard tyres. Not sure what tyres they will change onto. We will find out shortly. Will they go onto the softs or will they go onto the mediums? Well, Nudie's gone onto the mediums, Aid's gone onto the softs, Keyboard's gone onto the softs, DB's gone onto the softs as well. So they haven't all gone onto the same tyre. I think Nudie's the only one who's opted to go for the medium tyres, thinking that he's going to leave the soft tyres till his 2nd pit stop, and hopefully they will give him the advantage he needs to try and get a victory here. In the meantime, we've got Mini there leading the way, and he's got quite a good gap over Pablo. It's probably a couple seconds, maybe 5 seconds between the two of them. Might be shorter. but it's probably 2, 3, maybe 5 seconds. And then there's probably a 10-second gap between Pablo and Ginger in third, who's got Carlsberg chasing him down in fourth position. And then obviously there's Fuzzy there in fifth. He's up to fifth now, with Nudie there in sixth, Aid there in seventh, Keyboard there in eighth, and DB there in ninth. Anyway, it looks like we are only on lap 5 at the moment. Coming through the chicane once again. Let's go on board with. Let's go on board with Nudie as they come down towards the first chicane. Aid's just behind him. Well, actually no, I'm on board with Aid. Nudie's just behind Aid, with Aid just going around the chicane, around the first chicane. As he races down now towards the next chicane. He's got a bit of a lead over Nudie now. He is purple at the moment, so he's looking to try and get a new fastest lap. Gets through that chicane nice and easily. Round the next bend. Then around the next one. And there's Nudie still there looking to try and catch him. At the moment, I believe Aid is on the softs and Nudie's on the medium, so Aid's going to have the advantage here slightly. DB's down in last now. Keyboard's there with half a second penalty at the moment. He is trying to close that gap back up on Nudie and Aid, with Fuzzy there in fifth. And it looks like Carlsberg is getting closer to Ginge at the moment. And Minnie's still out in with a decent lead over Pablo in second, who's got a decent lead over Ginge in third. But he is battling with Ginge is battling with Carlsberg here, and looks like Ginge got that chicane a little bit wrong. That's allowed Carlsberg to close that gap up on him a little bit. Is Carlsberg going to be able to go for a run here? He is trying to. Anyway, I'm going to skip ahead because obviously there's only 9 people. I'm going to skip ahead, little bit ahead, because obviously I'm going to run out of things to say. Here we are on lap 10 now, with Minnie still leading. He's still on the soft, so he hasn't pitted yet, because he started on the softs. Well, I don't think he's pitted, because he has got a massive gap over Carlsberg, who is there in second, with Pablo there now in third, Keyboard there in fourth, with Aid there in fifth, DB there in sixth, Ginge there in seventh, Bazzy there in eighth, and he's been chased by Nudie. He's there in ninth, chasing him down. And at the moment, Keyboard does have the fastest lap with a 2:01.3. Let's skip ahead a little bit more. We're at lap 16 now, with Mini still leading. So Mini's been having a great race so far, 16 laps in, and he's still leading. I'm not sure if there was any positions changed between then when I was skipping the laps. And that, I believe he's still got a pit as well, I believe. Because he is well ahead of Pablo there in second, who is now all purple. He's looking to see if he can beat the new fastest lap. And then you got Keyboard, who's there in third now. He is trying to chase down the Pablo. And then DB there in fourth. A there fifth. Carlsberg there sixth. Nudie there in seventh. Ginger there in eighth. And Faddy there in ninth at the moment. So it looks like Mini has been in the pits now. We are on lap 22, so they do have 2 laps to go. And Keyboard is there in second. He's got a Pablo chasing him down. Let's have a look at their tyres. So Keyboard is on the medium tyres. Pablo is on the hard tyres. So Keyboard, I think probably Keyboard's just got past Pablo. Pablo was probably ahead of him, but obviously with Pablo being on the hard tyres, Keyboard's been able to catch him and pass him now. With Nudie there in fourth place, DB there in fifth, Ginge there in sixth, Fazzy there in seventh, A there in ninth, A there in eighth, and Carlsberg there in ninth. So it looks like Mini has just posted a new fastest lap of a 2 minutes .931. So it looks like this is going to be a clean sweep for Mini. Pole, fastest lap, and the win. Can it be the clean sweep, or can one of the big guns come out and take that fastest lap? Can Keyboard claim the fastest lap? Or could someone else claim it? We will see. There's only this lap and the next lap to do it. But anyway, Mini is dominating in first position. He has got low fuel, but he's only got one more lap after this, so he should have enough to last. Keyboard is pulled away from Pablo now. There, it doesn't look like there's anything Keyboard's able to do unless Keyboard spins out. But I don't think Keyboard will spin out because, yeah, I just don't think he will. But now I've said it, because it's the commentator's curse, something could happen. And there's Pablo there in third, Nudie there in fourth, DB there in fifth, Ginge there in sixth, Fazzy there in seventh, and you got A there in eighth, and he's being chased by Carlsberg in ninth, who's got a second penalty. They're both on medium tyres, so there's no advantage for either of them at the moment. Will Carlsberg be able to get past A? That's going to be the question, but well, now he's serving his second penalty. That's going to give A a little bit of breathing room, so he's probably going Gonna run it unless Aid makes a mistake. Kohlberg probably will finish where he is now. Anyway, we are on the final lap of this race. And from what I remember, Mini has led it from the start. No one has even come close to beating him, I don't think. He has just dominated this race from start to finish. Mini will be overjoyed, and he does still have that fastest lap. So this could be a clean sweep for Mini. Keyboard there in second place. With Pablo there in third. Doesn't look like there's going to be any changes there. But I better stay with Mini now because he's coming home to take victory at Monza, and a resounding victory. It's a great result for him. Congratulations to Mini. With Keyboard coming home to take second position and the second spot on the podium. So Pablo will be overjoyed with that third position and another podium spot. So congratulations to the top three. Nudi will come home to finish in fourth. He probably would have hoped for better than a fourth position, but never mind. DB will come home to finish in fifth place. Ginge will finish in sixth. Bazzi will come home to finish in seventh. Kohlberg has closed that gap on Aid, but unfortunately there is not enough time as they are coming around the final corner. So Aid takes 8th, Kohlberg takes 9th, and that is, Kohlberg runs out of fuel right at the end, and that is a clean sweep for Mini. Pole, fastest lap, and the win. So it's a great round for him. So that was round 7. I know it wasn't a whole thing, but please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I am now going to see if I can find let's see if I can find Spa. If I can find Spa, I'll do that the same way as I did with Monza. But if you have a bigger grid, I will do the whole thing. Ah, yeah, it is. No. Okay, it's 11 people. 11 people here. Okay, right, well, I will... No, I know how many there is. I will come back to that and do that another day. So I will catch you again soon. Thank you for watching.